push edge down, paralyzed. Woo! Paralyzed. When I look at James, means paralyzed. Woo! When I go through the show, watch the next that'll be so paralyzed. Woo! Paralyzed. When I put my arms around her, boy, I want to squeeze her, she makes me paralyzed. that song last week. It goes a little something like this. When I roast Wheaties on my old patio, my baby tracks me down like radar. When I walk out to my backyard, my baby tracks me down like radar. I'm telling you, she's really neat. I'm saying to you, it's really a treat. My baby tracks me down like radar, radar, radar. Scrubbing decks of an old submarine, something that has to be clean. When I'm out in that ocean of blue, guess who's thinking of you? Turns out just like sonar, my baby tracks me down like radar. When I roast Wheaties on my old patio, my baby tracks me down like radar. When I walk out into my backyard, my baby tracks me down like radar. I'm telling you, she's really neat. I'm saying to you, she's really a treat. My baby tracks me down like radar, radar, radar. Let's make love! That's double blues now. Let's make love! You know we don't know how. As an astronaut going around the sun, you now know who gets hung. I also got choked on a candy bar when my baby tracks me down like radar. When I roast wieners on my old patio, my baby tracks me down like radar. When I walk out into my backyard, my baby tracks me down like radar. I'm telling you, she's really neat. I'm saying to you, it's really a treat. My baby takes me down like radar, 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 radar. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true, yeah! In other words, I love you. Oh yes, Mr. Albert Einstein, please be true, and don't shoot your atomic bomb into the sky that is so blue. E equals mc squared, which means E is all for the effort that we have done through your efforts of relativity to build a space shuttle so we can fly to Jupiter and see what spring looks like on Mars. And you see, Mr. Albert Einstein, we are all not square. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. Yeah! In other words, in other words.
How did you get fascinated with space? It seems like
Oh, it was something I was born with. You know, born into.
back in the 50s, so on and so forth. I've always been fascinated by the moon, the stars, telescopes, astronauts flying through outer space, science fiction movies. I'd really like to meet a flying saucer and see those people come off like some people have seen in the past. I really am interested in that stuff. I'll be the first person to have a universal passport, which will entitle me to travel to Mars and Jupiter and other hot spots.
I wrote this when I was on the moon. Or was it Mars? Forgot. Okay, I took a trip. I took a trip in the space shuttle, and I thought about you. I took a walk in space, and I thought about you. I pulled down my sun visor, oh, I really felt blue. 2 or 3 flying saucers parked under the stars, a winding stream, moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam I get that same old dream. I took a trip in the space shuttle, and I thought about you. I shot my space gun, and I thought about you. I pulled down my sun visor, oh, I really felt blue. Well, I looked way back as I peeped through the crack at the Stardust Trail leading back to you. And what did I do? What did I do? What could I do? Well, I thought about you. Hey, that's it. Mama's in the kitchen, cooking up a storm. She's wearing a cast iron apron. There's food for her corn. Puts lettuce, tomatoes, and radishes into a wooden bowl. Salad has to be done before she goes out to bowl. Oven and drumming while patting her feet, cooking up a meal for us who can't be beat. Plugs in a percolator, pours milk from the refrigerator. Milk's for the cat, overflowing in a pan. Cat licks it on the floor if he can. Mama finishes cooking, takes off her apron, and casts it across the room. Right next to her wicking broom. Cast iron apron. Oh, Mama couldn't cook a meal without her cast iron apron. Jumps on the broom and flies away, only to see her the next day. She'll be talking about her bowling, while at the same time we'll be holding on to Mama's cast iron apron. One I wrote back in August 1980, Cactus. Oh, there's a lot of cactus everywhere. As I herd my cattle through the desert, over here there's barrel cactus. Over there is sorrel cactus. In the distance I see a Joshua tree. One cow and then another bull. As they brush against the thorns of cactus, we get down off my horse, and my shaft's brushed against the beaver-tailed cactus. I see a jackrabbit hiding behind a prickly pear. We heard the cattle cross a dusty trail. Now our strength is beginning to fail. So at sundown we make camp around lots and lots of cactus, watching the flickering light from the campfire. Another cowboy plays his guitar. I look out across the desert and see the moon shining down